it. I've got job apps. I was just kind of done
Nice.
with it.
I love it. Take control. I like it.
I feel like that's.
I'm assuming you're still in Chicago, right?
Yeah, still in Chicago doing the MS stuff.
Nice.
How far, like, actually outside of the city are you? Like, how hard is it for you if you want to go to a game or something?
Me in Chicago?
Yeah.
I'm a good 40 minutes outside the city. So, I mean, I've gone to a Caps game. I've been to a Bulls game yet. Been to a couple Hawks games. Her sister's a big Hawks fan. I was actually at Ovi's hat trick 800.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I remember you posted that in the group. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that was actually probably the last time I was in the city, honestly.
That's crazy.
My work's in the city, but I don't have to go like once a month. I just take the train down because traffic's nuts and they didn't pay for our parking. I was like, what is this? Can't make me come to the office once a month and not pay. I'm taking the train.
I'll have to let you know.
I don't mind the train. What's that?
I was gonna say I'll have to let you know. I've never been to Chicago. I was thinking about like trying to go out there for like a Cubs game or something on a weekend sometime this summer.
Sucks.
Still got to see it though.
Yeah. I mean, you have to go see it, but like it's not a good stadium. Like we have learned a lot in the 100 years since it was built, and all of it was good. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, I was pissed. The first game I went there, I was like in the upper of like the 100 level. I was the upper, and the second level so low you can't see the scoreboard. I was like, who's on this place?
If you're in the outfield where it is still literally like the original stadium, it's fine. Everything like in the infield, unless you're like at ground level in the 100s, is terrible.
Yeah, because the second level comes so far over, and you're just like,
yeah. No, if you want a good stadium, the White Sox stadium, I will say, is great. Like I crossed that one off the list last year. That one's wonderful. But Wrigley sucks.
They were supposed to be the better team this year, so I was gonna have a reason to go. But I think the Cubs are actually better this year. I haven't been following them much.
Oh, are they?
Let's see.
You know what team is good this year? The Orioles.
I love it. I love the constant Orioles and Mets slander in this group. It just kills me. Yeah, Cubs got 19 wins. White Sox have 16 wins. Yeah, there's the White Sox.
Two irrelevant franchises just battling it out in our chat. It's great.
Yeah,
I know the Nats fan right now is not talking about irrelevant.
Yeah, but he doesn't say anything.
One, I don't say anything. Two, we won a championship 4 years ago.
Whoa! Don't bring that up. Yeah, they sold the house for it.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, how many championships have the Orioles won?
What was the last one? 1971, something like that?
Let's not talk about it, okay?
How many teams have sold the house and not won a championship?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
the
valuable. They haven't won a lot. They have not won in a while.
Oh, the Maple. Oh.
Seem to remember the last time
you could have said the Cat.
Anyhow.
And the last time the Orioles were even in the ALCS, I seem to remember they got swept by the fucking Kansas City Royals.
Wasn't that the year that they won the World Series?
Like 2015 or something?
Yeah, the year they won or the year they lost. I mean, they went back-to-back years to the World Series. I don't remember which year they beat those.
I didn't know those were good then.
Yeah, that was the end of like Adam Jones being there. Like Markakis was still there. Probably J.J. Harden.
They had good players. They had a good crew there.
I mean, I don't think they had good pitching. They've never had good pitching, but they had good hitting that year.
Yeah.
They just won't pay.
Last time the Cardinals. I don't realize the Cardinals were that bad this year.
It's
yeah.
I assume Adam Jones is like not in Major League Baseball anymore, right? Like, there's that dude's...
no, he's definitely not. He has like his own podcast and everything.
Did he go somewhere after the O's at all, or like?
Yeah,
he did. Okay.
Let me look that up.
I appreciate that the first Adam Jones Google shows me is Pac-Man.
He went to Arizona for a year.
Yeah.
And then Japan, I'm assuming? Yeah, Japan. Okay. He's actually spent 2 years in Japan.
Well, Baseball Reference doesn't have that. They got to update their stuff. I guess they don't care about Japan. It's MLB only.
Probably not.
Jackson, Alexis would like to know if you're caught up on Survivor yet.
No.
Oh, you gotta.
Yeah, it's about to be the finale.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm surprised it's the finale next episode. Isn't there usually another episode in between? I was surprised that was only because it turned down to 5.
No, I've still only seen the first episode.
You're really missing out because the season's pretty good.
I've got an entire season to binge now. Yeah.
Yeah, the season, my roommate from Atlanta, Solomon, does the same thing. He's a big Survivor fan, but won't watch it till it's over so he can binge it. I'm like, you gotta get on it.
Yeah.
I'm not even a big fan, but my wife's a huge fan, so I become like, we watch it all the time now. I love it.
I feel like I
It's been a
needed.
good season, but I feel
I
like
was a Big Brother guy, and then Alexis watches Survivor, and she's like, "Oh, Big Brother not watch Survivor." I'm like,
Okay, is he going totally robot for everybody else?
Yep.
Or was that just okay? Cool. Just want to make sure it wasn't just me.
Yeah. No, we lost Corey there for a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Full robot.
Yeah, I've got the whole.
He's had 10 wins.
Got the whole
I think
season.
that's hard to do.
Yeah, I feel like I needed a break after last season because I don't know, so frustrated with how that ended.
Who won last season?
Gabler.
I think the one before too. Wasn't the one before? Wasn't it that?
I mean,
The year before. I think the year before was underwhelming too.
it
The chick that played broke the glass thing. What was her name?
yeah.
Did she win?
That was Erica, and then Marianne afterwards too. Like, I mean, I don't know. We had 3 straight winners that I was like, I don't know. I feel like all 3 endings have been kind of disappointing.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, it's a
Alexis
good season.
believes that it'll be a good winner this year.
I hope so. I mean, the fire making at Final Four just throws such a wrench into it. Like, anybody can get out there, but it's the key is having 4 really strong players at the end. Though it's like the only way around that. Yeah.
Well,
See, I think the final-
but it is the majority very strong players currently. So
I need to. I don't remember anything. I'm gonna have to rewatch the first episode because I don't remember. But there was that blonde lady. She was like crazy. I can't wait to. I can't wait to see her.
She is,
I cannot wait to see how she does this season.
and they just make her look even crazier too. That's the best part. Like they don't need to make her look as crazy as they do, and they just shoot her and making a face. You're like, everyone probably makes that face, but we didn't need that.
she does it for herself because she's all over TikTok, and she's also crazy on TikTok as well by herself.
Is she? Nice. That's
Who's
funny.
that one?
I don't know. He's not responding. He responded yes to it on the other day, and now he's just missing.
Have we started recording?
Yeah,
Otherwise, I haven't asked
oh, yeah.
since I've been on.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah. No, I kind of like not having any intro to the show, just kind of going live mid conversation. It's actually kind of fun doing it that way. I don't know.
Some of my friends were asking me that earlier. They were like, "What do y'all talk about?" I was like, "It just turns into a bunch of tangents."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the point.
No, this is not good. That's not why we do this.
Listen,
Like,
listen. The name
it's
is
not
accurate.
enjoyable for the audience, which is fine because the audience is just 18 Russian bots that Jackson paid for. So who cares?
The name of the show is accurate, man. It's very accurate. It's nonsense. Oh, I need to pull my wheel back up of countries.
Oh, your wheel of countries.
Yeah.
Don't you have to go to one soon, or when's that?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm supposed to go to Jordan because I spun that wheel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they off that? Weren't they on the Department of the State Department's don't travel list?
They're fine.
They're fine. Okay.
He had another country that was almost there that was pretty high risk. I think I remember.
Yeah.
Don't remember which one it was.
There were quite a few at the end that were a little risky. Look, Pakistan made it pretty far. That was a little not great. No, this was Yeah, Jordan.
Like, okay, but of the stands, well, I guess there's like Uzbekistan, but of like the two main stands, Pakistan's probably the better one, to be fair.
There's like 7 stands.
Yes, but there's the two big ones, I feel like, that everybody knows.
Yeah, there's the two
Or, well, maybe not everybody. Like, some people are bad at geography. But people who know of them, there's like 2.
Yes, between the 2 worst ones to like safety-wise, Pakistan and Afghanistan, Pakistan's the safer one. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, there's all the Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan. Like, those are all.
Yeah.
Not all of it. Turkmenistan is a little. That one's tough to travel to. That's one
Is it?
you have to be followed around by like government officials the entire time you're there.
I'd imagine, like, Kazakhstan is probably pretty sketchy as well.
No.
If I had to guess.
Mm-mm.
Really?
Yeah, not at all.
That's shocking, because they are a pretty repressive dictatorship. But I guess, are they one of the ones that's, like, good to find foreigners?
They're fine to travel to. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, Turkmenistan's really the one that's kind of a problem. Like, you can't take pictures of anything while you're there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so no, this wheel thing, Chris, I was just like, I'm gonna make a wheel. Oh shoot, did I lose it? Wheel of names. Of countries, and then like we just have to like find something to talk about that country during the episode at some point. I was gonna do it where it was like I spin it at the end of an episode and then I have to come with stuff for the next one. I think it's better if I just have to come up with something on the spot. We can keep talking.
Dan's
Yeah, that's
geography
what the theme
monkey,
of the show.
Dan.
We should keep talking though because I gotta remake the wheel. So I'll do that while we're talking.
Okay. But now we have nothing to talk about without the wheel to guide us.
I don't remember what website I used to get this list.
Oh, well. Who are we picking for tonight's game?
Denver again.
The only thing is, like, they're not gonna shoot that well from 3 again.
They're not going to shoot that well from 3, but they're also not going to be completely thrown off by Hachimura guarding Jokic. Like, I feel like that's a trick that works once. This isn't Doc. This isn't, like, Budenholzer. I think Malone is actually going to have an idea of what to do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's more
I think it's less about having. I think it's less about having Hachimura on and more about having AD as just like a rover. I don't think it matters who they have on.
It's when AD isn't on him. That's the issue. Yeah. But like, who else are the Lakers?
Interesting.
If it's not AD, it basically kind of has to be, really. I mean, I guess you could put LeBron on him, but
I just don't think I just don't think he wants to. Like.
Oh no, LeBron does not want to guard him, but like if he had to, he could.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about what happens with like Michael Porter Jr. at that point, but
that's always a concern. Yeah. Okay, I've got the wheel made. Tuvalu was last time, right? So I can take that off.
Was it? Sure.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt's 6'8". He could probably give him fits.
That's what I
Hachimura's 6'8". Yeah, Vanderbilt could probably be a primary guard.
Yeah, that's the talk I was hearing yesterday and today from some Lakers people was like they want Vanderbilt on him.
It'd be interesting.
I mean, either way, like you said, the main part of that strategy is that you have Davis floating, and that's all. That's what Denver needs to come up with an answer for.
Don't forget, we do have Tristan Thompson waiting in the wings. Who knows? God. They could do crazier things. I forgot they picked him up at the end of the year.
I love pointing out every time like somebody comes to Arlington that like doesn't live here, and I'm like with them in North Arlington. I love pointing out Darna. It's the club where Tristan cheated on Chloe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
It's like less than 10 minutes from me. Yeah. Yeah, it's so random. It's like above a Jiffy Lube. I spun the wheel.
Did you see the script I sent earlier?
Oh yeah. But the dates on it are wrong.
Nah, it looks correct to me.
No, literally, the dates the games are happening on are wrong.
Stop fact checking me, Charles. Just
I'm not
believe
fact checking
it.
you. I'm fact checking this obviously fake script you sent. Like, look, see, here's the problem. You can't be out here sending out fake scripts because it discredits what we all know the real one. Like, we know it's scripted, but when you send out the fakes, you make us all look crazy.
What
We
what
all
did
know
you
the
send?
truth that the Lakers are going to go to the finals, so.
Yeah, it's,
Over the Heat, no less. You see the Heat? Did you see the Heat are still like plus 170 in the series? ESPN gives them like a 13% chance still.
yeah. No
Crazy.
matter how many games they win this postseason, they're going to be heavy underdogs. Like nobody's going to buy into them. It doesn't matter. They could be up.
Well, I feel like it fully relies on Jimmy Butler scoring 6.
We lose score again.
Yeah.
Just
Something
lose.
But no,
about Jimmy
I don't know.
Butler.
I think it more has to do with like Jason Tatum not doing whatever the hell he was doing at the end of that game. Like that was terrible.
There's been nobody more like he's had the biggest swings in this postseason of anybody from like best player in
Yeah.
the playoffs
I mean,
to
he still
like
scored 30 points.
oh yeah he does but
Yes, he also got called for traveling twice in the final 2 minutes. Like,
one second, I had to
that
grab my
shouldn't be
charger.
happening in the NBA. Like, I don't know. That feels pretty embarrassing.
Nah,
Yeah.
all I know, I was up in Philly for Game 7 for the Boston-Philly game. I was hoping that the 76ers would win so I could, like, see a riot or something. That'd be so funny.
I don't think they care enough about the Sixers to do that.
I don't think so either,
At least
but,
not
like,
until they win a title.
but I was also looking around, and there was, like, a bunch of people in, like, 76er jerseys and, like,
I saw people.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I saw people on Twitter today saying if the finals is Nuggets Heat, they're putting it on NBA TV.
I mean, yeah, it's not the best matchup.
No,
Yeah, not the Lakers, Celtics.
I'm assuming no team has ever beaten both 1 seeds in the playoffs, right?
no,
Well,
no
yeah, we've
shot.
never had an 8 seed champ, so we couldn't. Yeah,
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shot.
potential history there.
Well, you don't have to be an 8 seed to beat 2 1 seeds in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, because if you're, oh yeah, no, I guess
You could be
technically
a
you wouldn't.
4 seed.
That's
you-
right, yeah, a
I mean,
4, yeah.
You could be a
2 seed,
2,
I'm sure
yeah.
it's been done.
You could be
Yeah,
a two.
actually, so yeah, it has to have been done.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
It's just we've never had an 8 seed champ.
There
Yeah,
were only 2 rounds in the playoffs. The first round of the finals. Nothing exists in between.
Yeah, I think they were only the 6th. It was like 5th or 6th, 8 seed to win. Which honestly is more than I thought, because the NBA is one of those leagues where it's like, it is tough for a 7-game series. Usually the top 2 teams is just better.
Yeah.
But I think it's just gotten to the point where regular season just means less and less.
yeah. It just that's really all that happened this postseason. That's why there's been so much chaos. These teams just didn't really. I mean,
Yeah.
Heat Celtics is a rematch of last year's Eastern Conference Finals. This is the same Heat roster as last year. I mean,
And the bubble. Like, this has been 3 out of 4 years.
yeah. It's just
Yeah. Same with Lakers Nuggets. That was bubble too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like I was saying to Chris before we started recording, like the four teams in the West with the highest odds to win the title were the 4 seed, 5 seed, 6 seed, and 7 seed. And I mean, they didn't care what seeds they got. I mean, it really didn't matter. I mean, people were trying to play the. I mean, that was a mistake. People were trying to get matched up with the Kings. I mean, it worked out for the Warriors in the end, but like
Yeah.
they were better than people gave them credit for. But still, like yeah, everyone wanted the 3 seed, which is that's just so unusual in the NBA. What else about the NBA? I was devastated by the Wizards not getting Wembanyama. That was like our once in a 100-year shot at being relevant. But
And they
Imagine
would
being Detroit. Imagine how Detroit feels getting the 5th pick
yeah,
with 17 wins.
Yeah.
I just love how hyped the Spurs guy was. It was great. Dude, so
Yeah.
juiced.
I feel like the Pistons have had the first pick for a while, like each year.
I think they only had it for Cunningham
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago or whatever.
Just once.
I mean, they've had high picks, but just not first.
Yeah.
They've also they've got a good young core. Like they'll be fine.
We're going to talk about the NHL rigging the draft lottery.
I mean,
For the
didn't the Blackhawks have the highest odds? Weren't they terrible this year?
I think.
We're not great.
Yeah,
I mean, they definitely were.
They were pretty bad.
I know that.
I think there were two teams that actually had a better shot at getting the one pick than they did, and I think it was Anaheim and someone else.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was Anaheim and I don't remember who the other one was, but
I think they front load the odds even more than
they do.
Other
Mm-hmm.
theirs is very different from the NBA draft. In the way they do the lottery.
Can we talk about how nobody's going to watch the conference finals?
Of hockey? Yeah, well, because that's what happens when fucking Miami plays Raleigh in the East.
Yeah.
When two Southeast teams knock out Canadian teams, you're going to hurt your
I was
viewership.
going to say, there are 3 of these cities. I don't know that the people living in those cities even know they have hockey teams.
I will say, because they are the one pro team in Raleigh, Raleigh really cares about the Hurricanes. Nobody from Miami gives a fuck.
Well,
right?
that's the thing. They're not even in Miami. They're 45 minutes outside of Miami in Sunrise, Florida.
They are.
They're in the middle of nowhere.
Broward County, the rich suburbs around Miami, kind of, sort of care about the Panthers. And then the West one is what? The Kraken and
Vegas and Dallas.
It's the Stars.
I mean, Dallas was in the Stanley Cup Finals 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, but the bubble.
The bubble year, and no one cared that. I mean, yeah. Who'd they lose to? Was that
Tampa?
Yeah. It was one of the two
that was
years.
part of the Tampa run. When they pulled the bullshit with just keeping Kucherov on IR the entire year, and then just bringing him back for the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Dallas just feels like such an irrelevant franchise. Even they've had some good players over the years. I mean, Jamie Benn, and they've had some good dudes, but the wheel came up on Italy. So we went from an oceanic country that nobody knows to Italy.
A boot.
Yeah.
That's good.
I honestly don't have much. I don't have much in Italy. Honestly, I feel like I know more about random countries.
I know a part of it has flooded this week.
Well, yeah. The
F1 race got
I mean,
canceled.
that could be our Italy talk. F1's canceled. That was
F1.
that was that was kind of a scheduling nightmare for me this week.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, it was just annoying. It was we cover a lot of individual events for F1, F2, F3, so it's just
oh yeah, that's right. Because you got the whole circus comes to town.
Yeah, all 3, and so there's trials, qualifying, races, post-show, pre-show for all of them. So it was a lot of events. Really bad flooding in northern Italy. So that sucks. Are they gonna make it up later in the season, or?
So if you look at the calendar, there's basically only 1 week they could do, and it would basically create a situation. So they don't normally like to do more than 3 races in a row. They don't like to do even 3 races in a row, but sometimes they do that. This would create a situation where there are 5 races in a row, so they're probably going to cancel it. All the other off weeks they have involve traveling across continents, so they're not going to put it there. So they're not going to put it.
Gotcha. I'm trying to think of fun facts I know about Italy.
They could have done it in the month that they had off between the 2 races.
Well, yeah, they could have done it if they knew
Before.
that China was going to cancel it again, but they didn't know that. So,
Yeah, I need to go watch that series. Get into F1 with it.
Drive to Survive.
Only heard good things.
Yeah, it's fun.
There's still seasons going on, or is it? Are they still making seasons?
They're still recording. There will be one based off of this year. My guess is they'll keep. I think Netflix will probably just keep making it forever because F1 pays to make it. Like, I think Netflix is literally just paying to license it, basically.
I was trying to think of fun facts.
That's one of the good things about the tennis one too. I need to go watch after watching the
Oh
golf.
yeah, I need to watch
so
the
good.
golf one. Yeah.
Oh, isn't that one called like Breakpoint or something?
Yep.
Let's see, what do I have for
Yeah,
Italy?
Breakpoint.
Italy is
Try to trick people who are looking to watch a Point Break.
What's that?
No. Okay.
No.
Nothing. Bad jokes about 80s movies. Go ahead.
Yeah, never mind.
Let's see. Italy is one of 2 countries that has another country entirely inside of it. There's a geography fun fact.
Vatican. Yeah.
They have 2 actually. Yeah, the Vatican and San Marino. So they're the only one that has 2 countries inside of it. Yeah. Anyone know the other country that has another country all the way inside of it?
South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, South Africa.
Actually, they also have 2. Yeah. Lesotho. Yeah, Lesotho and Swaziland is also inside South Africa.
Oh, I did not know that.
I know that.
Mm-hmm. It's not called Swaziland anymore. It's Eswatini, but same thing.
Oh, God.
I fixed it.
There he is. 45 minutes into the episode. Nice of you to join us,
Good
Alex.
morning, bro.
I thought we were talking about Greenwich Mean Time.
That would have been like
I know.
hours
That's why
ago.
I was ready hours ago. Hey, Chris. Chris, I haven't seen you literally since senior year.
Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, no, you're probably right.
Nope.
Softball practice. It's been a while.
Right. Yeah,
Softball.
you're right.
What? Special Olympics? Softball?
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, you're right. Wow, that's going on. Jeez.
I mean, I did call you old the other day.
Corey, you're old too. Shut up.
I know that video is that's crazy.
I know,
17
right?
years ago.
Yeah, you could tell that was like all of like the older like appliances and stuff.
Hunter's Ridge, yeah. What's
But
it
then,
now?
yeah, it's
It
Hunter's
changed
Ridge,
names.
so I
Is it
don't
is it
know.
like Camden or something? Isn't that what it changed to?
Isn't it like Camden Towns or something?
Yeah.
That's probably what it was. When he said he lived in Hunter's Ridge, I was like, he lives in Hunter's Ridge.
No, I'm pretty sure Hunter's Ridge is still there too.
Yeah, that's like the crystal meth like for.
I mean, you can see why in that video.
I know.
It's so disgusting. Oh my god.
That was gross. Like that's gross.
Absolute filth those guys were living in.
That video's hilarious though. He's like, oh, there's our other roommate, Dan, get up. He's like under the door that they ripped off on the table.
It's so disgusting. Absolutely no surprise that both of those guys ended up working for Barstool.
Not at all. He's like, here's another trash pile. Here's another one. He's like, oh, there's some mice in there, but they're like our pets.
It like reflects the Barstool office.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, Eric and Pat brought that.
If you
vibe
turn
to
off the
office.
light and then turn it back on real quick, you'll see a cockroach. I was like, this is nasty.
Yeah, Pat's crazy too. I finally got around. I feel like
Is Chris like?
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, he's like the lid.
yeah, I think he's like partially frozen.
Well, yeah, we're also getting an echo off him. Yeah. Okay.
I feel like our really early episodes we talked about what was it, you and Charles, I feel like, or maybe Corey too, and Andrew, like we're all playing Hogwarts Legacy, and I hadn't gotten to play it yet because it wasn't on PS4.
That's
But
right. Yeah, I've seen you've been playing that.
yes, I've been playing a lot. It's been
Well, okay, which house did you go with?
Slytherin, as always.
Okay, good. So you're friends with Blind Voldemort's uncle or whatever.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. What's his name? Ominous. Yeah.
Yes, ominous. Because they subtlety, completely overrated.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, this is based off a book series that named its werewolf character Wolf. So,
Wolf.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yep.
They call him.
I mean, they're fucking
they
their
call
last.
him double dumps for short.
I mean, their that family's last name isn't subtle either. Gaunt, like.
Gaunt. Yeah. No.
There is no subtlety in characters' names in that series at all.
You went with the badass house.
Any of them. I mean, you think about the main series. Like, I mean, she named the one Asian character Cho Chang. I mean,
Yeah.
Bring
Not
in
racist.
it's just like it's not even racist. It's just like, I mean,
Also,
very.
we need an Irish character. Seamus
Seamus
Finnegan.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've been playing a bunch. So I'm friends with him and Sebastian, and
Yeah.
I'm taking as evil of a route as I can. There's not a ton of choices to be made, but
Yeah, no, there's really not. Have you gotten your your killing curses yet and just run around killing people?
I don't have the killing curse yet.
I know that was your main goal.
I haven't gotten that one. I have the Cruciatus curse. I have the whatever torture curse. So.
Oh dang, you're actually part of me. I've kind of stopped playing for a little bit. And,
You're pretty evil, Jackson.
Yeah. So I got that. Immediately walked out of the castle, got on my broom, went into the woods, and just started torturing everybody I could find.
To be fair, I feel like everybody
imagine
in the
taking
woods
that
is
sentence out of
evil.
context.
Clip it.
Yeah, like, what is he talking about?
Yeah. I mean, it's like the only. I don't know. It threw me off a little bit because the game gives like audio through my controller also, like in addition to out of the TV, like so you get surround sound on certain elements of the game, and when you use the Cruciatus curse in that game, you can hear the people's screams coming through the controller, like begging you not to torture them.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Incredible.
I wasn't prepared for that.
And then somebody heard you
God
next
damn it.
door. They're like,
why
what's
is
wrong
this
with that
game
dude?
making me feel bad about torturing people?
It's
It's
so.
when you go to settings and just turn it off. You're like, I'm not hearing you.
Alright.
I
That's when you hear a knock on the door. They're like, what's going on in here? It's like, oh no, it's a video game, I promise. It's a video game.
the lack of any like what do you call it, like there's no like repercussions for being bad in the game though, right? So the thing is,
So if you start doing like unforgivable curses to random students in the school, there are consequences.
but the thing is that's not a part of the actual game. That's a mod. Like,
Oh, that's a mod people did?
yeah, you can't actually
That's
do
kinda
that.
disappointing.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
actually do that. So you can only do it to like poachers and animals and stuff, like like spiders and shit that are attacking you. So
Yeah.
but like those curses are illegal in the actual book series, obviously. But like nothing happens to you if you use them in the game. So if you use those curses around like one of your teachers or something that you're on a quest with, they'll just like make a comment like, "Please don't do that in front of me," as you're like murdering people.
Oh Lord.
Like, where'd you learn that? I'm like,
Don't worry about it. Internet.
Not from you.
Yo, when you were talking about the spiders, it just made me think of that scene in Chamber of the Secrets when they go in the woods and see that
Oh, yeah.
spider. Tell me
No,
that didn't. Tell me when you were younger that was like freaking you out. Like I fucking hate spiders, and I was like, what the f- is going on here?
Yeah. They also have a quest called Follow the Spiders. They have a quest called Follow the Butterflies, which is what Ron, I think in the book, says he would rather.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, no, there's all sorts of book references everywhere.
And then they said, remember when he said the spider was like, we're not the like thing you should be afraid of. And I'm like, what? There's something worse? Like,
Yeah, giant
yeah.
snake.
yeah, I know, but I was like, what? When I was younger, I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then he was like, so, all right, so we're going to leave now? And he's like, well,
Yeah.
we really can't let you leave because, like, we're hungry.
Yeah.
No giant snakes in the game so far.
That sucks. Did they not read the books?
You can find the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets in the game.
You can find the bathroom, yeah.
Yeah. Although the bathroom, I think, is in the wrong place relative to where it's described as being in the books, but it's there.
They did a good job with the design though. Like the castle's huge.
Yes, it is.
Getting a broom though was a game changer. I was getting tired of running everywhere. I mean, you can like fast travel, but only after you've discovered a place.
Yeah, been to a place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And like the map outside of Hogwarts is also
Huge.
gigantic.
Mhm. Yeah, it was better than I thought. I thought it was going to be small, like relatively small, but it's
Yeah.
it's pretty big.
What place are you in Fortnite, Jackson?
You mean like what I used to talk about where I was ranked, like that thing?
Yeah, now.
I don't know.
Yeah,
How far have you fallen by not playing
Yeah.
I have no idea.
as much?
I haven't checked the website in a while. But there's a new thing. They like made a new competitive format of the game, where you can like, so like the way I used to know how I was ranked, like there was like a website that just tracks everybody, and it's like not actually really like, it's not like made by.
Okay, so it's not like there's a leaderboard in the game.
There is now. It started yesterday.
Oh, so now you have to get back to top 500 on that, because I'm gonna be honest, that is way cooler than like some third party site.
Yeah. But the thing is, the way it is now, so it's called ranked, like Fortnite ranked, and you don't get a number associated to your account unless you're in the top division, and that takes a while to even reach the top division. So it's gonna be a while. There's like, it's like bronze, silver, gold, like diamond, platinum.
Yeah,
something
no,
like
it's most games with the
Have
ranking
that, yeah.
system have
So
that same thing.
Fortnite's top league is called Unreal, and you have to be in that to get a number by your name or whatever. Yeah.
It's like,
What is the lowest league called? Is it bronze?
It's bronze, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I played a decent amount of League of Legends. My personal favorite is for them. At one point, they were like, "No, you know what? Some people don't even deserve that," and they created iron at the bottom.
That is
Like, no,
that
you're
is
not
fine.
even a precious metal.
Just
you
it's
are
like
just like
rust.
raw.
Just rust.
It's like in Moneyball where he was like, you got 50 feet of crap, and then you got us.
Yes, exactly.
And you know what's really bad is in League, you could be in iron or bronze and people are still talking shit. Like, they're like, you guys are ass.
It's
And I'm
awful.
like,
Yeah, no, you just like playing with other people on if you're actually going to care about what they say. Like sometimes I leave it on because I just like watching. I've gotten to the point where I'm numb to it. If you actually care what they're saying, oh my god, no. Oh, I would have uninstalled it by now.
Get your game up, Corey. Maybe they won't talk shit.
well, I don't play League as much because I don't have like a PC.
It sounds like excuses to me.
It's also just like it's a game that is miserable to play by yourself. Like it's good to play with people, and I have my group of friends who I play with. Playing it by
Yeah, like
yourself is terrible.
I used to play with my friend a long time ago, and it was like actually enjoyable when it's
Yeah.
played with like someone else.
Yeah, Corey doesn't like playing by himself, playing with himself.
I like playing Fortnite by myself.
Yeah, but you're not as good as Jackson.
That is true.
Yeah, I just started doing the rank stuff this afternoon. It's fun. I'm enjoying
I'm
it
excited for your journey.
because there's no like AI in the ranked matches, so it's all real people.
I want you to get a number on the top of your character. That'd be awesome.
Dude, I'm not gonna make it to the top league. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna make it.
I mean, you made it when it was unofficial.
Yeah, I know, but people are gonna really care about making it to the top of this one. Like all the people who like, yeah, it's gonna be. This is gonna be a lot harder than that was. I think I'm gonna
It's
get.
gonna be like-
I think I'm gonna get
Yes,
close.
probably.
I think I'm gonna get close because like you don't start at the very bottom either. Like it puts you in a league.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And the game, I'm sure, has like some internal rating that's like separate from how you're actually ranked.
yeah.
Like this is how good they
you
are.
play one game, and then it
Yeah.
sets you at a certain division.
Yeah.
What division
Yeah,
are you at right now?
I've only played 3 games. I'm in Silver 3, the top Silver League.
So Corey, in your terms, it's like League 2,
I think.
right?
I know what ranked is. I've already been looking because, like, me and my friends play Fortnite all the time.
This is like Jackson. You're like the journey of Wrexham, trying to get all the way up to the Premier League. They should make a documentary about it.
This is also like it's also throwing me off because I don't ever play. So for no build, the ranked league only has duos, and I never play duos. I only play like solos or trios. So I got to figure out like this is throwing off our trios. We got to like I don't know. We can't all play together anymore.
That's odd. It's like you don't like the 2 people. You like either by myself or like 2 other people.
Yeah.
Wait, so there's only duos? Like, you have to play with someone else?
For no build ranked, yeah. For build mode ranked, it's solos or squads.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Messes with Corey's whole weekend.
So it's like we were like the 3 of us were playing earlier, and so we had to play build mode squads, and we were just getting annihilated because none of us know how to. I mean, like I know how, but I'm terrible at it.
It's really funny because I was watching, like, Courage earlier, and he was playing it.
So was I. Yeah.
And he was in build, and he was just, like, getting shit on in building.
Yeah.
And he was just like, see, watch this. And he just, like, shotguns this dude. He goes, doesn't even matter because I'm better at the shot.
Yeah, he was just getting wrecked in build fights though. I mean,
I just remembered the one Friday that I played with Jackson. We did fine. We won every single game until we encountered people that would actually build, and then
Yeah.
completely got stopped.
yeah, because you had a new account, so we got like
Yeah. So you got matched with it. So it was just like me as like this guy who's never played before.
Yeah.
So I'm getting matched up with all the other noobs with Jackson, who has entirely too much time for this game, just stomping everybody.
He's in
He's
a
a-
bunch of lobbies.
He's in a bunch of objects.
I think this is gonna be a lot harder for me to move up. Like I played my first game was good. I had like my first duo match. I had like 12 kills in the win, so I ranked up pretty quick. But I don't think like I think once I get to like platinum or diamond or whatever, it's gonna be real fucking difficult. Yeah, so like Courage and them like didn't they like ran into like clicks or something in one of their first games. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, it's because, like, almost all of them started off in, like, platinum.
Yeah.
And then, like, I guess the queue times when you get higher up in rank
Yeah, they're
is
so
like
long.
crazy long, so they had to switch to build.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not enough people yet in the top levels, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always probably going to be an issue because, like, you run into that with basically every game that has matchmaking like that is just because the top is inevitably going to be exclusive, you start running into just massive queue times. Because the other option is, like, you get some complete and total scrub in there and they just get destroyed.
Yeah.
It's not exactly fun.
We're talking like an hour queue time for like these lobbies right now, which is crazy. I've never heard of that. Maybe like 15, 20 minutes, but maybe not an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, it also depends on like what time of day you're doing it, obviously.
That's true. We're playing in the middle of the day during work week, so.
Right.
Right, exactly. Like Friday night, it'll probably be down to that 15-20 would be my guess. But yeah,
Corey, we all know you don't work. You're just playing Fortnite at your work or your office.
I literally don't. I literally work.
At the bank, right? You're a teller.
I'm not at the I'm not at a branch.
yeah.
Chris, I'm guessing probably not since you've had the kid, but do you still game at all? Or like Did you before
Nah.
before the kid?
Nah, I did like the sports games, but I was never big on the
Yeah.
other games much. And then I don't even have a console set up here, so it's definitely fallen off.
Yeah, I
Chris,
never.
tell us what's going on, man. Sorry, go ahead, Jackson.
You already did, Alex. You weren't here for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Well, you weren't on time.
Give me the Cliff Notes real quick. Give me the Spark Notes version. It's like what I use when I get through it. You get through all my tests in high school.
We're doing well. Just came back from the 6-month checkup. Baby's doing good.
Nice, dude.
But working at the
Congrats.
MS job, playing walks and bikes and all that. And
Nice.
it's been good. Finally got warm enough here to play golf and start doing life again here in Chicago. So you start seeing your neighbors again. It's great. They do
And that
exist.
Midwest spring, it's wonderful when the winter's finally over.
You still gambling a lot, Chris?
Yeah, it slows down now just because the time of year and everything. But
Yeah.
there's still like
But you
streams
do
on
you,
for the.
I was gonna say, do you
But
still
also
follow
not.
those like groups that you used to follow that would like have like tips on stuff to bet and all that?
Yeah, they have like Zoom streamed each night. But they have like a couple pros that are on, like kind of like this, that are kind of giving picks or talking through things, and then just a room full of a couple hundred people that are listening or
Man,
making picks, that sort of thing.
Yeah. What's
you're
your
invested. I didn't know you were that intensive.
what's your best
Oh, yeah.
sport?
What's that?
What's your best sport, gambling wise?
It was probably college basketball. That March Madness run was absolutely insane. It was the strategies they have for that sport are so good. It's just there's just more volume. There's so many games, so it doesn't really compare to the pro leagues because there's only 15 games a night, whereas during conference championship weeks and that's like 60, 70 games. It's crazy.
March Madness, huh? Dang, so you did well this March Madness because like there was so like that this March Madness was like so chaotic.
Ironically, I did good during conference championship week and during the actual during the actual tournament.
Yeah.
I did that.
Gotcha.
But during conference championship week, I did really well. But chaos is good for what we do because it's all live betting. So if
True.
underdogs are doing well and things are happening, that's what we're betting on making happen. So if the public's doing well, we're not doing well. So it's usually when the public's struggling at even life,
Yeah.
that's when we're doing well.
Live betting.
Kind
Dang,
of
that's
kind of
one
most
thing.
of the strategies with the group.
That's one thing. I have not tried to get into live betting at all.
It's I don't know much about it. They say click, I click. I don't. they teach you a couple things, but I'm not.
That's funny.
I'm no pro making picks or calling things. They just teach you the 2 or 3 strategies for each sport, and it just makes a lot of sense. It's very counterintuitive. You're like, oh, they just got a first down at the 40-yard line. There's this line. Oh, that makes no sense. I should bet that. Just little things like that, or there's 5 minutes left in the game, and the over's only this many points, and both teams are shooting free throws the rest of the way, or something like that. It's just little things that they point out or look for that they're like, when this happens in this game, this is why you bet it.
Yeah.
It's just it's not like, oh, these two teams, this team has a bad defense, this is an offense, and we're gonna bet against this matchup. It's strictly just this circumstance popped up in a game, bet it. Don't even care what 2 teams are playing.
So those people that do that are they doing that pretty much full time? Like, I don't know how.
Yeah, people are slowly like putting their 9 to 5 and being like a pro with this group. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wow.
Like you, Chris.
I'm not a pro. Like I said, they say it, I click. I'm not giving advice, but I'll take it for sure.
Next big winning
Okay.
though, he's like, I'm done with my job. I'm gonna start doing this. I'm just start making these clicks, working from home.
It would be nice. It would be ideal. Long term, that would be ideal.
Just excited about
Must be
this. Excited about this Nuggets bet. This would be the first time if I hit it, it'd be the first time I've ever won like more than $100 on a bet.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Get that rent money.
Yeah, not quite. It'd be cool. I think they've got a pretty good shot.
They do.
Yeah, I think they do. I know everyone's saying for the must win for the Lakers tonight, though. I just don't see that. Just losing 2 road games doesn't seem like super killer.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's a massive conversation. But I think it'll be a close game tonight. I think they might win, but If they lose that, I don't think it's over.
Yeah, because they've been so good at the Crypto Center, or the Crypt as it's called.
Yeah, they haven't lost since March, I think,
Yeah.
at home. Something crazy.
Yeah, they've
been- Really?
they haven't lost.
Denver's been really good at home too, but yeah, I don't think Lakers have lost since like March at home. They've been really good.
Wow.
Yeah, they've been really good in this playoffs too.
That's so
They
interesting.
clearly are just
I don't really think of them as having like a great home court advantage or anything. I mean, because they
right.
attract such a high priced crowd that
True.
I feel like it's not that loud.
I
I
think it's just
could've-
more so the routine and just having
Yeah.
an old team and having an easier day before, no travel. But yeah, that's a
True.
good point. I don't think.
there is that. There's also like the whole, Miami effect. I'd imagine LA has a bit of that where,
Sure.
opposing
team.
team comes into town. You're in LA. There's fun shit to do that there probably isn't in wherever you are from.
Yeah.
And I bet Memphis definitely fell right in that trap. I don't
Yeah,
doubt.
that's
Golden State
Yeah.
probably did.
Not the most
At least.
disciplined team ever.
right.
And not the most exciting city that they come from either.
Dude, that was
Nothing against Memphis, but compared to LA.
that was actually
Yeah.
a crazy statement by Adam Silver. Like, I've never heard a commissioner say something like his comment that I'm assuming the worst. Like, I've never heard a commissioner say that about an investigation. I mean, it's pretty obvious what happened. So like,
Right.
but at the same time,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
I know
more
what
so. I think he was more so. He's assuming that it was what we thought it was because it was such a short, quick flash. Like this, you look at the still shots, obvious what it was, but I think he's more so saying, "I'm assuming it is what everyone's saying it is, and it's obvious." But I don't think he was saying anything about like suspension or any concern. I think he was just making but it wasn't very vanilla statement. But I think he was just making a general statement.
yeah, no, he was. I was just surprised to hear. I feel like most of the situations you just say,
Yeah, that's fair.
we'll wait to see,
That's weird.
until we know for sure or whatever. But
Somebody made a joke
I think
that
he's tired of him.
that the NRA is going to call John Morant and get him a lifetime membership or marketing. Oh my god, damn.
So it will get relentless.
Man, he flashes that pistol all the time. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Dude, and that's the same dude he got in trouble with before. That friend he was with in the car was like the same guy when they had that incident
Oh,
where
is it?
like people were claiming there was like a laser pointed at their heads.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, you flash a gun in the wrong place, also, like, people are going to take that as a threat.
I mean,
And they're going to be like, bro, what?
I know we've said it before in the group chat, but like Memphis is the wrong city to be doing that.
Yeah, I know, too. That's another, Chris. Like, yeah, I mean, LA is also good, but also, yeah, Memphis is one of the crime capitals or murder capitals.
Really? I don't think I knew that.
Murder rate's pretty high in Memphis, yeah.
Murder rate's pretty high. It's not Chicago high, but
Nope.
also Chicago, the Blackhawks got Connor Bedard. Chris, are you excited?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a Blackhawks fan, but like I follow the team. They're fun to
Oh,
watch.
yeah, you're right. You're a Caps fan.
Yeah, my in-laws trying to buy like season tickets, and they enjoy them. Been down to a few games.
I was gonna say
I'll go for the excitement.
now's the time to get those tickets while they've been so bad.
Yeah, they got sold out. Like, some of them got sold quick when they saw they got that number one
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah, a bunch of people,
I
yeah.
believe it.
So yeah, Big
Yeah.
Cat said he bought his like immediately.
Yeah, Bedard's like a generational talent. They said like Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby type like player.
Yeah, I wonder if the Spurs are the same way. I don't know if they
Yeah,
struggled to sell tickets the last couple of years or not, but
right.
they probably have a good fan base. I don't know. I
Wemby,
see an 8-foot wingspan. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. 8 feet? That
Yeah.
seems like it's a typo.
the fact
I
that
mean,
he's
the dude's out
7'5".
here hitting putbacks on his own 3-pointers. Like, he's just
8
kind of,
feet?
yeah. He just
Wow.
He doesn't
kind
even
of
jump.
changes what basketball means.
He doesn't jump. He just gets his own
Yeah.
rebound. He runs to the basket, just grabs it. It's
Granted,
like-
I'm assuming dude is going to fall apart in like no less than 5 years.
yeah, I just
but-
don't think with that height. I mean, yeah, just
But yeah, it's going to be fun whenever he plays.
So
Right,
he
It's like Chet Holmgren.
that was actually crazy. So they had that watch party, right? And who was it? That was it was Windhorst that was there with him, right?
Yeah, they sent Windhorse out there.
So he at the end of it he goes like, "Congratulations, you're going to San Antonio." Like
Yeah,
there hasn't been a
fact. Like,
there hasn't been a
Yeah.
guaranteed first pick like that in so long where they could just be like, "Yeah, you're going to San Antonio." Like that guaranteed.
we knew Simmons was going to go number one his year. We knew like Wiggins was. Like there's a few of these guys where like it was pretty
Zion
clear.
was pretty locked.
Zion was locked. Yeah, that's true.
I actually had the list of picks up earlier when you guys were talking about
Didn't
Pistons. We had a Pistons.
Cade was on automatic lock too? Did he go on?
Yeah, Cade
was close to a lock.
Oh, that was last year. Yeah.
Two
He just says
2 years ago.
Cunningham was 2 years ago.
Paolo was last year.
Yeah, Paolo. Yeah.
That
Which
was
was not at all.
No.
That one was way up.
that was
in the air.
him and Chet. Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about Chet. Did he have a good year? Was he okay?
He got injured. He broke his leg in the preseason.
Didn't play. Yeah.
He's
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
even
about
preseason. I'm pretty sure he was just like playing like in a rec league and got hurt.
It's too frail.
I think it would have been summer league. Or
Somebody said, like, in a joking way, I don't know if this is true, that he was like LeBron was driving on him and he like broke his leg.
I don't think that. Actually
I don't think
happened.
that's true.
No, I don't
but,
think
like,
that actually happened. You know,
I don't think he was healthy long enough to get on a court with LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was
No, that's
preseason, I
not
think
like,
LeBron would have played.
yeah.
Dude, that team
Yeah.
could be good though.
LeBron's not out here playing summer league. He just hangs out to bed in Vegas.
Chet's healthy next
But yeah,
year.
Chet's too thin.
How do we think Bronny is going to do at USC?
I mean,
We'll see. I mean, he's played his way into being a 5-star recruit, so he's got that going for him, I guess.
That's true.
Like,
he's like
you know, we'll
That's a
see.
good thing.
I don't know. It sounds like he's like a late first round, early second round pick kind of guy. Eventually,
He looks like a
Makes you wonder
3 and D guy.
I just wonder how he's going to play with LeBron because I don't think he'd be a first year out if you're a late first round pick. That doesn't sound like a one and done kind of guy. What's he going to wait till he's 41 then? Just sounds crazy.
I mean, the only thing would be if LeBron, like, you know what I mean? If he like talks to a team, is like, I will come to your team if you draft Bronny, then maybe.
Yeah.
That's the best thing for your kid, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. Okay.
that's the point of it.
Does Braun
Yeah.
care about what's best for his kid in this matter, or does he just really want to play with his
No,
kid?
he did come out recently and say, like, I want this to happen, but, like, if he doesn't want it to happen, I'm not.
But
I'm
you
not
know,
gonna force
that's kind of just. I feel like that's lip service. Like, well, I gotta say that.
what's your kid? If it was something else, I would say yeah, but it's his literally his child. Like I don't think he's going to
It's a lot of
inhibit his progress.
it's a lot of
Also-
jerseys that would be real weird to see him in.
Yeah.
Playing the Shanghai Sharks.
LeBron, the Minnesota Timberwolf. Like,
Also, his younger son, I think, is gonna be better. Bryce.
Bronny's not even that. Like, how tall is Bronny?
I don't care enough to be following these kids in AAU. I honestly don't care enough to be following them in high school. When they get to college, I'll care.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Just be
Right
honest.
now.
You don't even care about college basketball or the NBA. that much.
I don't care about college until March, and then I care about college.
Yep, I'm with you. Bronny's not even.
Or if Virginia Tech is doing well, then I care. That's the other one.
Which is rare.
Hey, we made the Final Four this year in the tournament that actually matters.
That's
Because we
true.
made the Final Four in it this year.
That's
Therefore,
true.
that
Talk
is the
about-
one I
talk about
decided
the
matters.
basketball team.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I love Virginia Tech wrestling. Why? Because they're consistently a top 10 program. Do I care at all about wrestling beyond that? No.
JMU will take credit for the Virginia Tech Final Four because he stole the coach.
Yeah.
Good old Kenny Brooks, miss that guy.
Yeah.
We didn't steal him. We took what was ours by right as the much bigger and more important school in the state of Virginia.
Yeah, it's tough.
Speaking of, when is the lacrosse game?
It was today.
Oh, it's today.
Yeah.
It was today?
Yeah.
It's
it
on
was
Memorial
today.
Day.
From the sound of your voice, it sounds like we lost. Did we lose?
13-7, we lost.
Damn it. We did win that one, though.
Yeah, we won against Army and we won against Maryland. And then
Is
we
this
lost
men's or women's?
Women's.
women.
We won the national championship against BC, so.
I don't think we have a women's. I don't think we have a men's program.
Yeah, we don't.
No,
Yeah.
we have a club.
We have a club program, and you would know that by it seems like every dude at JMU had a Club Lacrosse shirt on. I was like, wow, you
I-
all play for club lacrosse?
Same with
That's
the
got to be
baseball
like
team.
60 people.
The baseball team had so many
I
people, too.
almost tried out. I wanted to do it bad, but
Yeah, I was about to say, you did lacrosse in high school, right, Chris?
yeah. No, I thought about it. I know, but I never. It's like I just don't have this kind of time for them. Then.
They're
I
also
tried to
all
work for the
douchebags. They're also all
Size.
douchebags.
Had to go work for the football team instead and still have the same time. But at least I got paid though.
That's true.
There you go.
That
But
title game with BC a few years ago that was such a good game. It was like 15-14 or 16-15 we won that game. That was a great game.
Yeah, it was like really tight.
And I was like, oh my God, we won another national championship. So I was like, woo. Add it to the list of only 3.
speaking of the list, did you guys see that list that Bosley put out of programs that have won 5 championships and UConn's 2 of them? It's like teams that have won 5 championships. It's like, Bama, Lakers, Celtics, UConn men's, UConn women's. It's like
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
wild.
Yeah,
Crazy.
UConn men's have won 5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think then what other programs would have done that.
I wonder if it's still live. It's
I
probably
feel
not
like
still live.
UCLA probably has it literally just off Wooden or
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was different.
He won 10 or
because
11, yeah.
There were probably more than.
yeah,
Yeah, Wooden won like 10. Yeah.
like Kentucky would. I'm pretty sure Kentucky would have it.
Yeah.
I think Duke
I'm
has
trying to think
I
of
think
other
Duke has
sports
5.
too. Like,
Sorry, what?
I think Duke
I'm
has
trying to think of
5.
other sports. Yeah, Duke has 5.
UNC would between Smith and God, I'm blanking on dude's name, but that
Roy Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, Williams.
And what's Matt Doherty? Not Matt Doherty. He had that one terrible year.
Does Miami get there in college football?
No.
I think they do.
They have
No,
3, I think.
It's only 3.
3, Jackson?
I
3 or
think so.
4?
I think it's
3 or
3. There aren't many in football. Bama, obviously, but like, does
Yeah, Bama.
anyone else?
I mean, I think Harvard and Yale do from their
Wow.
winning
No,
it in
no.
19,
Fuck that.
No.
1900s.
No.
No.
No, be quiet.
I honestly
no.
don't think anybody else. I mean,
Okay, wait. Notre Dame has to. I mean, admittedly, this is getting damn close to when we're talking about Harvard and Yale winning it.
no, I think that
I think Notre Dame only has like 2.
my guess would be Nebraska. Honestly, I think Florida State is 4.
Yeah, okay, Notre Dame has 11 national titles that they claim. Now, if we discount everything before, like, the end of World War II, they have 6.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I can't find the post.
Damn it, Chris.
Maybe it was college. I don't know. Because you're right there way more than. You guys list these off. I don't know. Maybe it was since a year. Maybe it's like since 85 or something like that. Maybe that's what it was.
I can believe that. Yeah.
Because you can think of like other sports for other schools, like Penn State and volleyball, or like wrestling. Like, who's the best
Iowa.
wrestling team?
Iowa.
Wrestling probably has a bunch of programs.
Iowa, Penn State.
Like Iowa State, Oklahoma State, Iowa.
Penn State. Yeah.
Penn State has it like literally in the past decade. They've basically done it twice.
And then track, Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah,
Oregon has a
probably
million.
some track, I bet.
Uh,
USC has it in football.
UTEP in cross country. They used to get all the East African runners.
Syracuse does in lacrosse, men's lacrosse. So does UVA, I think. And Johns Hopkins.
Yeah, and I was about to say, and Johns Hopkins is like a complete random throw.
It's crazy because what are they like? Are Johns Hopkins like? Are they medical students by day and then lacrosse players by night?
No, because they're undergrads, so they're just like undergrads at Johns Hopkins. So like they're probably pre-med students, I would assume.
Imagine you're pre-med and I play on the lacrosse team. I'm an athlete and I'm gonna make a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Remember from Step Brothers when he's like, he didn't go to Johns Hopkins, and he goes, I smoked weed with Johnny Hopkins, and Sloan Ketterly. We were blazing that shit up every day. She's like, you didn't know anybody. I said, I did.
I think Stanford, a bunch of their sports, I feel
Yes.
like, has 5.
Probably.
Golf,
Yeah.
I know. I think golf, like softball, I feel like they've got several.
Softball is Oklahoma, right? I think.
Well, now, yeah. I think they have like 4 now. They didn't. They've got a couple in the last couple. I mean, they're going to win again this year. They're 51-1.
Baseball, I think LSU is the best baseball program, for sure.
They just got smoked by someone this past week, I'm pretty sure.
But they have like so many. If I remember, they have a lot of like Oregon State's also good at baseball.
Isn't like Vanderbilt pretty good at baseball?
Yes, but they
Yeah.
just recently won a national, like, quote unquote, recently.
I've been to the LSU baseball stadium. It's crazy. It's like as big as a AAA stadium.
They have a lot of
Vanderbilt,
good.
didn't Vanderbilt like a can't miss pitcher and then something happened? Is he like in the
Oh,
league?
Kumar Rocker. Yep.
Is he in the league or what's going on with that?
So
Tommy
actually,
John.
2 days ago, like, so remember, like, he got drafted, and then like one team drafted him. And I think then the next year the Mets drafted him, and then they didn't sign him because he had like health concerns, and everybody's like, oh, like Mets just
Right.
aren't signing people. And then Texas signed him. So then yesterday, I think it was announced that he had to undergo Tommy John surgery. So he's going to be out for another like year. Again, it's not like a death sentence or anything. Like, he'll still
No.
come back, but like it's one of those things where Boris was trying to put him on, like, get this big deal, and people were reading the medicals, and they were like,
Yeah.
and then he ends up signing with Texas. But
It sucks. He's like the
They should-
most electric pitcher I've seen in years. Like I remember like being blown away by some of his like movement on his pitches watching him play for Vanderbilt. And I don't watch much baseball, but that dude was like
it's just,
so much fun to watch.
and then Leiter, and then Jack Leiter. Yeah, Jack Leiter is his like
Something just
Al
like Jack
Sun.
Atlanta.
What's his name? His name's Jack Leiter or something. He's Al Leiter's son, and he's like he was the number 1 pitcher in front of Rocker.
George Mason is playing they're playing the first softball regional game tomorrow. That'd be cool.
Are you going?
No. I actually, well, first of all, no. I think the regional's at Duke, but that's it. They're playing Duke.
Why is it at Duke? Duke sucks.
Duke softball is really good.
Random headline ESPN. New York and New Jersey promised 8 Super Bowls for the 26th World Cup. They said they promised to put on 8 Super Bowl level events for the World Cup. That's quite the ask.
Dude, that World
What?
Cup in this guy's gonna be wild.
I cannot wait.
I'm still annoyed that DC area didn't get one.
The logo that they revealed looked like ass today.
Just sucks that they're not having a game here.
I don't know anything Chicago either.
Have to go up to Philly for a game.
It's surprising. I just feel like there'd be one in each of the big cities, like the bigger, like Chicago, LA, Texas.
It's all North America though, so.
It makes sense to have like base cities and just put a few teams in each, like basically put a group in a city, and like maybe you can rotate the groups, but it makes sense to have like these cities that you're focusing everything in. It helps with like broadcasting, just all the logistics of it.
Comparably to other countries doing the World Cup, we're just such an easy, self-sustainable like infrastructure because of all our stadiums already being built and used. It just sucks with all those countries that have to build
but then
everything.
But you also remember like FIFA won't let you do any of them on turf fields, so like it actually does really cut it down.
I don't know.
Yeah. Or, I mean, maybe they've changed the rules, but I know for a while they would not let any men's games happen on turf fields.
So SoFi's got one. Is SoFi turf in LA? Or are they grass?
I would assume it's turf.
Probably.
Yeah, they've got one.
Isn't
I
it
would
like
imagine. Thinking about
Okay,
that.
so maybe they've changed that rule. I just remember it was a big deal at one point because they allowed women's games to happen on it first. And everybody's like, "Oh, so it's not good enough for the men, but you're going to make the women play on it."
Yeah.
Also,
bet
turf's
the whole-
really bad on your knees.
I mean, yeah, it's terrible.
I bet the drama with Soldier Field and what's happening in that stadium probably is why Chicago didn't get it. Now that I think about it, that's really the only stadium they have, and
Yeah,
it might not even exist next year.
Yeah.
Why? Because Justin Fields wanted a dome.
Well, because it's like an old dump that hasn't been renovated in
Yeah, the Bears
30
want to.
years.
The Bears want to own their stadium and not pay the city. That's what it is.
Yeah, actually.
How long has that been around? That stadium, Soldier Field, 60s.
Good question. Let's see.
Where
60s.
is Soldier Field exactly? Is it? It's not in the city, is it?
Oh, yeah, no, it's like
It is.
downtown. It's
19.
on the lake.
1924. That's
Yo, let's go.
That's awesome.
I mean, they definitely
That's-
renovated it at least
It is
once.
horrendous to get to. I went to that Thursday night game last year that Washington played in Chicago. We got there at halftime, and the traffic was so horrendous.
Oh my god!
I left at 4 p.m. and we got there at halftime. It was horrendous.
Wow.
Luckily, I think it was 0-0 or 3-3 at halftime, so I didn't miss much.
Classic
I
both
think
those teams' offenses.
The game ended like 12-9 or something stupid, but
Of course it did.
it was that game where they literally caught that goal line pass.
The team back to RFK.
Yeah. There
Dude, Jackson, remember our fun adventure trying to get into RFK?
and we just couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Well, because we tried to go to two. So we tried to go to that rugby. Who was supposed to be playing in that rugby match?
It was South Africa against Wales, but it was happening at RFK
Yeah.
as like an exhibition.
The same day that we were going to a Stanley Cup final game. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we tried to go there,
yeah,
but then
and so-
there was one will call when you had to get your tickets at will call, and there was one person working for the
yeah,
entire
they didn't have
match.
yes, exactly. They did not have digital tickets, and one will call window open for all of RFK Stadium.
Yeah.
And
So-
you would like get your ticket, and then you would have. I mean, granted, there were no lines at security because like people were getting to security so slowly.
Yeah. So we just,
That person would have been so pissed that it was working. He or she was working.
but
Yeah.
I would have been
Oh,
like,
God,
seriously?
but the Caps won that won that game. So
Yes, they did.
that's the important thing from that day.
Yeah.
And then the national.
Also, Sting and Shaggy put on a very nice concert beforehand.
What a weird, what a weird fucking concert. The weirdest concert I've ever seen. Sting and Shaggy.
Yes.
And then all the Capitals.
They did a
players
whole
went
album
binge
together.
for the
I-
next like 2 hours.
Yes.
2 years.
I
I mean,
still
2
never
months.
listened to it.
Yeah,
but
absolutely
they did put out
not.
a whole album together.
Bizarre.
Then every Capitals player got obliterated the next 2 months, including people like drinking it, like standing in the like river and drinking the Stanley Cup, drinking out the Stanley Cup. It was wild. I would see like new videos every day. I was like, "What? These people are nuts."
Yeah.
Anyone
Yeah, I
know
had a friend
their
that saw them out one day. It sounded like nuts. What was
Yeah, I
that?
don't blame them, but I would have been doing the same thing. It's just crazy. It's just funny.
Yeah. I was just gonna say this.
I didn't realize to drink out of the Stanley Cup, it had to be held by someone who like won it.
That makes sense. Is that like a rule?
Yeah, I guess so. I saw something the other day about it. I was like, huh, that explains it.
Interesting.
I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, tracks. I think it's always in possession of someone that won it, so it shouldn't be too hard to make happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no, I mean, there's the dude who like just is like the keeper of it when it's
Yeah.
not out with players who
Yep.
hasn't won it.
You're
Right.
right.
Right, but I'm
Yeah.
saying, yeah, right. So I'm saying it's only out with people that have won it.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't get beer on those nice white gloves, so I can't be drinking out of it.
Right.
For real.
And bathe the baby in the thing.
True. I've seen that too.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, talking about Sting and Shaggy made me think. Do any of you know what their real names are? So that could be a fun on a future podcast week. Do a little like celebrities' real name trivia round. I used to know Sting's. I don't remember. Shaggy, I know. I have no idea.
Sting's
I have no
at
idea.
something British. I got no clue.
Ish.
Okay, yeah, that rings a bell. Gordon Sumner.
Yep.
Fort Sumner. Sumter. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. So close.
You know, American history is hard.
Imagine if I said, hey, how about that Fort Sumner?
Shaggy is Orville Burrell.
Orville
Oh.
Redwalker.
Yeah, it could be good for a future week. Do a little like round of celebs' real names. There's some because what was the one? Wasn't there one recently in the group? Who was it that I put in there? Oh, CeeLo Green. That I was like, I had no idea that wasn't his real
Oh
name.
yeah.
Yeah.
Was Fort Sumter the
Civil
Revolution.
War.
Civil War.
was civil?
Yep.
Yeah, civil.
Civil War.
Where is it?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
South Carolina. What was that battle? Like, what were you trying to accomplish? And that specific battle?
That was the start of it. That was like the
Okay.
beginning.
Yeah, no,
That's
it
right.
was,
That's right.
Yeah. It was basically just like a blockade to stop the South from shipping out cotton without paying taxes on it or some shit
Yeah.
along those lines.
It's where the first shots of the war were.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we are about an hour and a half in, so I feel like probably call it here.
Victory.
Some of us are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of us are.
Chris had a fantastic time. He's going to be back every week.
Thanks for joining us, Chris.
The summer I do have more time for sure.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, there's no like sports or anything on. But I guess this is not
It's not
Strictly sport.
specifically
It's not
not.
the gamut.
Very loosely related to anything.
There's baseball on. What are you talking about?
I was gonna
Chris?
say-
Nobody
baseball.
cares about baseball.
Baseball.
I was just say, I mean, one week we spent like 45 minutes talking about Australians trying to kill emus. So
That
Trying
is
to kill
true.
who? Trying to kill what?
Emus.
emus.
There's
No.
golf majors in the summer. There's
Right now, actually, yeah.
yep. There's horse racing in the summer.
Do you have any money on the PGA, Chris?
No, I got nothing. It's fun that Bryson's up there. That's interesting.
Mm.
He's such a tool.
He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. Changed his
is
body a lot.
such a tool.
Yeah.
Bryson, Adam Scott, DJ Scheffler. It's a pretty decent top of the leaderboard actually, top 5. But after that, it's
You say DJ's up there?
who knows?
Yeah, he just won like a week or two ago. I feel like, didn't he?
Who's that?
DJ. I feel like he just won an event for the first time in a while
Oh, he might have. I don't
On
know.
the Live Tour?
on Live. Yeah.
Okay.
Does that really count though?
$4 million.
Think so.
That's all it can. It's like $4 million, motherfucker.
That's all it counts. That's all it counts for. But
Where is
that's something.
where is the PGA this year?
Rochester.
Rochester. Okay.
It was 35 degrees and they had an hour and a half frost away today. So
Yeah,
they're
I did-
They're
I
not,
did-
like, right. They're not in golf country.
That's a perfect temp here to play golf.
I did see that.
You
I
got
got-
the snow on the sides of the fairway.
Got that
They
in.
had Josh Allen and Von Miller on yesterday. Apparently, Josh Allen just became a member there, so it's a cool place to be in Western New York.
Josh Allen was hitting nukes at batting practice with the Blue Jays a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see that.
He's making his rounds.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I got that email this morning from the PGA people. Like, yeah, frost away. Sorry. I was like, okay. That's weird. It's May 18th, but
And that was like
Hey,
freezing. It's crazy.
yeah, no, like I woke up. I'm pretty sure there was frost here this morning. It got pretty cold.
It was
last
freezing this morning. Yeah, even here it was kind of cold. It was in the mid 40s, low 50s.
night. In the 40s, and you're talking about that shit freezing.
Well, no, I'm not freezing. I meant like just like for May 18th.
Unseasonably cold.
You're in Detroit though, or Michigan. Like that's different.
Detroit or
Oh,
Michigan.
no, we're
Those
looking at like 60, 70 degrees.
Yes,
now.
either Detroit or Michigan. I cannot be in both at once.
No, but I'm saying, you're not in Detroit, are you?
I mean, I'm not like in downtown Detroit, but it's like
Okay, so it's,
The
okay,
Detroit area.
it's like Richmond when you say you're from Richmond, but you're not from the city of Richmond. Yeah.
right, or like I would go with DC,
Any
but I guess
city, yep. Mhm.
But I didn't know if you were like really far from Detroit, like an hour.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
I'd be
didn't know.
like, if there's no traffic, I can be downtown in like 15, 20 minutes max.
Yeah, I really didn't know. I thought you're from Detroit, but I wasn't sure. Or living in
I'm
Detroit.
from.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
All right, guys. Well, since we're talking about weather now, I'm gonna call it here.
What's wrong with the weather?
It's too cold. That's what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
Cool.
Thanks for joining,
Thanks,
Chris.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to y'all soon.
Chris, I'll see you same time next.
Well,
next
2
Thursday.
years. 2 years.
Same time next Thursday, 7:00. Not Greenwich Median time. It's actually going to be Eastern time.
All right, guys.
All right. I'll believe it when I see it.
See you guys.
See ya.
Later.